right hand.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sports game franchises. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at what we consider to be the best sporting video game franchises of all time, whether they're still releasing annual installments or not. We won't be including racing games on this list, as those are in their own category, and we won't be including wrestling games either because... reasons. And yes, we know what you're thinking, there will be one or two EA franchises on this list. What are you gonna do?
It's in the game.
Number 10, MLB The Show series. While we may hear, oh, and he botches it 8 million times a game, at least they'll never have to say that about the series.
Oh, and he botches it!
The Show is easily the franchise to get if you're a baseball fan, assuming you have a PlayStation of course, as it's clear that a ton of love and care has gone into every release. Character models and animations are realistic, and the immersive gameplay elements, like pulse pitching, really put you in the action. There's no doubt that this series is not only baseball gaming's greatest achievement, but also currently its only hope.
Wilson Contreras, he swings and grounds it to short. One there, on to Carpenter.
Number 9, NCAA football series.
Back to pass. Passes it and it's picked out of the sky.
While this series has since ended due to legal disputes, NCAA football was a great series for fans of the sport. Originally titled Bill Walsh College Football, then College Football USA, the modern NCAA football series gameplay feels very similar to the Madden series, complete with tons of different catch animations and lively but somewhat repetitive commentary.
And he's shoved out of bounds at about the 13.
The series also has a few presentation flaws, like the sound cutting out here and there and small visual glitches, but really, that's just nitpicking. It was a great series, and we hope to see it return someday.
Brought down at the 49-yard line.
Number 8, Football Manager series. If managing a team rather than playing the game sounds more like your thing, then step right up. This series is meant to be a managerial simulation, and as such, the games are filled with so much depth and detail that you'd be hard-pressed to find something you can't do. While many sporting games can be complex and difficult, Football Manager really doesn't hold your hand. And it really doesn't try hard for your attention, so as such, it can be incredibly difficult for new players to adjust to. That said, Football Manager is unquestionably a solid series for die-hard football or, soccer fans. Number 7, Blitz series. The football series for people who aren't football fans, the Blitz series was a ton of high-octane, no-hold-barred fun, and it left a big hole in the sports gaming landscape once it wrapped up. Rather than taking a realistic approach, the Blitz series went full-on arcade, complete with extremely fast gameplay, illegal drug-taking, players clotheslining each other, and spazzy commentators who would straight up insult you and your stupid play calling. So, next time you're playing a boring old Madden title, just remember that you can't do a flying kick into your opponent's face and wallow in your boringness.
See, as a player, you get loose teeth, and then you go to your dentist and say, hey, I got a bunch of loose teeth. And the dentist says, well, maybe if you were smarter, you'd wear a mouthpiece.
Number 6, PGA Tour series. We know, golf, boring, can't watch it, more of a game than a sport, can't play it, yada 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 yada. But seriously, have you tried PGA Tour? These games are unabashedly a ton of fun. The series nails the sense of complexity that the surprisingly difficult real sport has, especially by giving you control over your swings via the swing mechanic. It also has little additions like boosts, which modify your stats, RPG style, and the courses are all gorgeous. While the latest Rory McIlroy entry was kind of a step in the wrong direction, the rest of the series is pure golf magic. Number 5, NHL series. Seriously, even if you're not a fan of hockey, chances are that you've played at least one entry in this long-lasting franchise. Come on, admit it, you can't get enough of viciously slashing players with your stick or causing fights that would make the MMA blush. Silliness aside, these games all run incredibly smoothly, which is a must for a fast-paced sport. The AI is smart, and there's a huge amount of variety to the games, including coach feedback, which greatly helps new players. Whether you just want to mess around on the ice or play competitive hockey, NHL captures the essence of what people love about the sport.
By tradition, the captain is the first to hold it high.
Number 4, Pro Evolution Soccer Series.
And it's a goal! What a brilliant goal!
While Football Manager is great for die-hard soccer fans and for those who want a taste of the behind-the-scenes action, Pro Evolution Soccer is a great series for those of us who want to be more on the field. There are a ton of licensed players and clubs, although a couple of popular clubs are noticeably missing. The gameplay is fun, and the stadiums are beautiful. Aside from some poor matchmaking, horrible matchmaking, and a lack of flashy elements, PES is a solid series for football fans, with many who claim it to be the only football game on the market that's worth playing. You know the other one we're talking about.
The ultimate hero! Name up in lights! Well, what a way to clinch victory too.
Number 3, NBA 2K series.
Another 3 for Golden State.
When it comes to basketball, there's basically no other game. While there are some flaws, like grindy gameplay and consistently broken modes at launch, these gripes pale in comparison to what the series does right. The games put you right into the action, complete with the ability to string together beautiful dribbling patterns and passes. And the commentary is arguably the best in sports gaming, as it remains both knowledgeable and varied. The huge amount of variety and depth in My GM is also breathtaking to behold, and it's a dream come true for any serious basketball fan.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Wade.
Number 2, Madden NFL series.
And your fantasy team.
I threw turkey leg at the screen at Rob.
There are 2 reasons why this franchise is so popular. Football is an extremely well-liked sport, which brings a dedicated fan base, and the games themselves are absolutely phenomenal. While the series lagged a little for a while there's no doubt that it's returned to its roots, providing football fans and casual gamers alike with a deep, realistic, and most of all fun American football experience.
Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas. Very nearly intercepted.
By encouraging different tactics and playstyles, the series welcomes everyone, and it's simply impossible to get a better football game these days, specifically because of rights issues with the NFL, but whatever. The series has sold over 100 million copies in its 30-year run, and it's really not hard to see why.
Looking for an open receiver on the right. Incompletion there, just not quite able to get the feet down.
Before we look at the greatest sports franchise, here is an honorable mention.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Number 1, FIFA series. Sorry, Pro Evolution Soccer, but the numbers really don't lie. FIFA does almost everything that a football or soccer franchise should. It's complex enough for dedicated football fans to enjoy, yet approachable enough for casuals to pick up and play.
Bale! Oh, great work by the keeper.
Clubs and managers are realistic, online tournaments are a ton of competitive fun. The sense of ball control is astounding, and the details and immersion are fantastic, as players animate realistically most of the time, and the deafening crowds really set the mood. It's one of the highest-selling video game franchises in history, proving that fans, both hardcore and new, simply can't get enough.